and as parents of an artist, we kind of broke it down to the 3 T's: talent, tenacity, and team. Well, talent is self-explanatory, but there's a lot of people. I jam with them all the time. I run into them all the time. They send me music all the time for Miranda. A lot of people think they have talent, and that's good. You know, you want them to have the self-confidence. And their mom and dad, oh man, they're good. You can't believe how good she is. Okay, well that's good. That's the way moms and dads are supposed to do. But you have to have progression of talent, and you have to have affirmation of talent outside the family, if you know what I mean. When Miranda was 4 years old, we were building a house with our own hands, and I took a break, got my guitar, and I was singing that old song, Maybe in Montana by Dan Seals and Marie Osmond. 4-year-old Miranda walked up and started singing with me. And I put my guitar down, I said, hey Bev, come in here. So she came in, I said, listen to this. And so I started playing, and Miranda was singing along with me. And my wife said, she knows every word. I said, no, that's not what impresses me. She's singing harmony. At 4 years old, it worked out well for us. It usually doesn't. A family support system is good to have. But when you get into the business, we found out early on in Nashville, they didn't want mom and dad around. They didn't want us to influence her in any way. But there's a difference in a family support system and being a stage mom. And my wife was the most supportive mother that you could possibly be. She worked her tail off. She didn't want to come up here, and I was going to have her tell the story of what she went through trying to book Miranda in a boys club, and some of the horrible things that were said to her by some of the club owners. Like, you know, we don't, to put it nicely, we don't book chicks because they can't draw a crowd. So every time, you know something about this, don't you? Every time that we played for a long time, it was for free. And the only way we could buy gas to get to the next gig is Miranda started getting these. We got a whole bunch of straw hats from Mexico. She started painting them with Texas flags and bending Lone Star beer caps around the brims. And she was selling those for 40 bucks a piece. If I could get 2 of those sold, I was her merch guy, her road manager, you know, the guy that went in and demanded her little $100 check, all those things. Mama was the booking agent. And if we got 2 of those, we could get in that old motorhome that I wound up buying and make it to the next gig. She made it through. We made it through. Our daughter is in a wonderful place in life. Our son, who lives in Austin, is part of the business. We own a winery, a brewery, and a women's boutique, a publishing company, all revolving around Miranda's career. And we've managed to do that without pissing anybody in the business off, because we know when to stand back, when to come forward, when to support. Try to get a system like that, no matter who it is. If it's your fans, if it's your family, if it's an investor, whatever. Grab on to that if you can and run with it. Thank y'all for coming.